Today, we're looking at 15 acres in Georgia for $7.5 million, and we have 30 minutes on the clock to decide whether it's a good buy or not. So, Erica, let's get into it.
All right, shall we look at where this is?
Georgia, Erica.
Well,
You mean where in Georgia?
Where in
I think you
Georgia?
should clarify. It's confusing. Okay. Oh, it's close to Atlanta.
Right outside of Atlanta.
All right. Let's go.
All right. This
That's
would be
good.
prime.
Well, that's why it's 7.5 million, Erica.
Yeah. And it has a house on
Has
it.
a house on it.
Hi, Giselle.
Giselle is here. Long time, Giselle. All right.
We're back.
This time it has an address and it's near Atlanta, so hopefully we can find it.
Yeah.
Oh, Zafial is here. All right. Yeah, we couldn't find it.
We could.
All right, let's go.
I can't believe we can find Alaska properties, but we can't
Yeah,
find
we can. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
All right. So, okay, nice. Well, very well maintained.
yeah.
Surrounded by
This
mature trees.
This is the
prime land.
yeah. This is for the ultra wealthy. This neighborhood.
Brad Pitt again?
Looks like it.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Although Brad Pitt he might buy the Key West property.
Yeah.
They used to have a helipad. Oh wow, that's a nice chateau.
Chateau. And they have
Oh, nice fancy classic car as well. Oh, this is cool.
No.
Ooh, dramatic black and white shadows, just like this show, right?
yeah.
Very fancy, like it. Sometimes the realtor don't want to find the properties, which is very annoying. Yeah, I know.
No.
Well, if we can find it, we are certified land critics. All right, no such thing for disclaimer purposes. All right, let's keep moving. This is cool. I like their carpets as well.
You like
Very
their carpets?
fancy. Very fancy. Okay.
Going for like the old fashioned.
We have vintage,
Yeah.
Victorian. No.
Like English countryside. I think.
Fancy. All right. Blurred flowers. Yeah, this is definitely a celebrity property. All right. Waterfront? Did I have water?
Yeah, it looks like it.
All right, let's get into it.
All right.
So, no tags. Okay. Nestles on one of the Buckhead's largest building sites.
Ye old English country style.
Yeah. Extraordinary. I'm guessing the word grandeur is coming.
Let's see.
Okay, 15-acre property,
Yeah, European style.
European style. Expansive views. Where's the word grandeur?
Oh, it's the Chattahoochee River.
Chattahoochee River. Highest elevations. Unparalleled beauty and privacy. You could even become land educators and offer a PhD in land critique with the correct coursework. So no remedial chemistry then?
I don't think you need chemistry to be a land critic.
Well, it's remedial, Erica. It's not organic. All right, let's keep moving.
Spacious guest house is ideal for comfortable living or construction office space.
Construction office space? What does that mean? Construction office space?
Oh, well, you
Plan and build your dream estate. Oh, as in like a temporary office.
Oh, yeah, Giselle can.
Giselle
be our
wants to be a land critic?
Yeah,
All right.
she can be our. When we expand to Latin America, Spanish.
Spanish land critic.
Yeah.
That's cool. Winding stone line driveway. Yeah, fancy. We get it. Perfect for a grand. Oh, grand.
Grand.
They use the word grand. I was waiting for it.
No chemistry, just charm. Right. And
We can build chemistry with charm.
you can.
Different kind of chemistry.
You thought about that for a few minutes.
I had to, Erica. Okay, so they did use the word grand, so I approve of the description. Although if they used the word grandeur, that would have been better. All right, so 440 views. Oh, only 6 days on Zillow. 43 saves. Let's go down. Master on main, roommate floor plan. Roommate floor plan. Why would they need a roommate? When they can have a housemate.
Yeah, they're advertising it as a guest house.
As in, if they want to sell, you want to Airbnb a room? Or I'm overthinking it. Roommate floor plan. I mean, it'd be very expensive Airbnb. You'd be like, well, this is a fancy chateau, European style. You can rent a room for a night for $2,500.
Yeah. Or the whole thing for...
Huh?
The whole thing for like...
No, just one room. What do you mean whole thing? It's an expensive property. Say you pay $7.5 million, you need to get the money back.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get your money back if you're just doing $2,500 per night for the whole chateau? Erica, we need to do the math. Okay. 15 acres. Will Airbnb per room? Okay, let's pond, riverfront, city zoning, horse amenities, none. Okay, let's keep moving. Cable, electricity available, natural gas available, phone available, sewer available, underground utilities, fancy. Okay, everything is available. Okay, let's look at the pricing history. Listed for 8.2 million, 8.25 million. That was 2025 earlier in the year. Now they reduced it to 7.5. So they want to sell it. They're like, all right, it's a fancy property, but we also want to sell it. Okay.
This is more like a house review than a land review. I don't know if you...
No, it's 15 acres.
I don't know if you'd develop this further, would you?
Why not?
Well, let's look.
Let's see. Maybe it's a subdivision opportunity. That's for a land critic to decide, Erica.
Okay.
Okay. What's going on? Do you find it?
Yep.
Oh, that was fast.
So, yeah, maybe you're right. You could
Subdivide.
Put a road through here.
Okay. So, assessed is 2.6 million. Whoa. Executors.
Wait, how much did they say someone inherited it.
Oh, that's what you mean by executor deed. Huh?
Like the executor of the estate issued the deed.
Juniper, when you see
I'm sorry, but you hit the daily
Juniper
limit for advanced voice.
Oh my God, Juniper needs. Juniper,
I'm sorry, but
oh my God,
you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
All right, keep moving.
All right.
While I fight with Juniper.
All right, what's the tax?
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
Ooh, taxes, you're paying $100K a year in property taxes.
Juniper is glitching. How much taxes?
$100K.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and you wanted to rent $2,500 per night. Come on, Erica.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
Juniper, let's switch to regular voice then.
We are in the city limits, or are we outside of them? Let's see. Nope, just on the outskirts of Atlanta, or at the edge of Atlanta.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced
No
voice.
Juniper support today. I have a hard time accessing the value of houses when they go over a certain value. The stonework on that house, if it's actually stonework and not cladding, would be pretty insane.
They said it's Jerusalem stone.
Really?
No overtime.
Yeah. I don't know why Juniper is not having me overtime. It's not good. All right, let's keep moving. I'll keep fighting.
There's a conservation
you've
easement
hit
just
the
to the
daily
north.
limit for advanced voice.
There's a conservation easement just to the north. It's interesting in Atlanta. And there are some contours, kind of
Oh, it's what's the elevation? The altitude?
700, 800-ish, 840. So it rises up to a little bit of a hilltop here and slopes down to the river.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
It's not in a special hazard. Oh, wait, that's Fed State. Not in a special hazard flood zone, just a little bit. Fiber optic, of course, it's Atlanta. Soil, I mean, it already has sewer, so.
Got it. So it sounds like the property already
All right,
has sewer
Juniper is
access,
back.
which is definitely a plus.
All right, Juniper is back.
If you need,
Oh, there are transmission lines running through the front here.
All right, Juniper. So when there's an executor's deed, does that mean it's like a inherited property, or could it mean something else?
great question. An executor's deed usually comes into play when a property is transferred as part of a deceased person's estate. So yes, it generally means the property is inherited. However, it can also be used in other contexts, like when the executor is transferring the property to pay off debts or distribute assets. But most often it's tied to inheritance.
So Erica, maybe you're right.
That might be why they are somewhat motivated to sell if the annual taxes are $100K.
Yeah, I mean they're paying $100,000, and yeah, I mean, what else did you find? Altitude was 900.
No, around like 840.
840. Okay, so this waterfront, what is this?
That's the river over here.
That's a river.
And then there's a
little bit of wetlands.
Yeah.
Okay. Any
And
other
there are
interesting?
transmission lines running here.
Ooh, drama. So we have some drama going on.
But that shouldn't even really affect if you did want to.
But they are underground, so it doesn't matter if it's underground or overground. It's gonna.
Yeah,
you cannot build on
right.
it. Yeah. So that portion, and it'll have setbacks. Okay. Anything else you found?
No. That is about it. So there's sewer, so soils don't really matter.
But we should check the soil anyway, because it'll tell us the slopes. You look at the soil report. Ooh, up to 60% slope. Stony. Maybe that's the reason they didn't develop it out further.
Yeah.
Although that could also mean views. Potentially, right? So the 67% of the property has 70 cap score and 60%, up to 60% slopes. And (22.7% of the property is up to 20% slopes. And then 6.5% of the property says occasionally flooded. But that, I'm guessing, is near river or the wetland area. Erica, the occasionally flooded area, is that the wetland area, or is it the area near the river?
That's, what is that, UG? No. See, yeah, it's near the river.
Is the near the river? Okay, so that's expected.
Yeah,
Okay.
maintenance would cost a ton too.
Yeah. Yeah, so very high costs in terms of maintaining the
Yeah.
property. Plus they put a ton of money.
It's probably also not really a subdivision
Why
play.
not?
Could,
It
I
could
mean, it
be.
could be.
Why not? Can you turn off the...
It's an expensive house to tear down to do the subdivision.
That's the kind of property you buy to avoid dealing with people. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't want to subdivide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to look at what kind of utilities are those in the default view? If you go back. Yeah, scroll down. Scroll down.
Yeah, it is stone construction.
Excellent quality of build.
That would be an expensive house.
Okay, let's keep moving, Erica. Can you
Yeah.
go down? Not this. Public sewer. 2 fireplaces. Can you go down? We need to go to the transmission lines. Transmission. Oh, that's why the contour lines were so aggressive. Okay. Yeah, so can you click on it?
It's overhead.
Oh, it's overhead. So that's
Yeah, I
not...
wouldn't think there'd be underground.
Can we drop the guy to see the street view? Or gal? Yeah, see how hilly the property is. It's just a hilly area.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you enter. It doesn't snow in Atlanta, right?
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Or very rarely.
Juniper, does it snow in Atlanta, Georgia?
It does snow in Atlanta occasionally, but it's pretty rare and usually pretty light. On average, Atlanta gets maybe a couple of inches of snow per year and it tends to melt quickly. But every now and then there are a few memorable snowstorms that can cause a bit of a stir.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving, Erica.
All right.
So we have... you want to do the per acre pricing?
Yep.
So can you give us the per acre pricing? 15 acres for $7.5 million. Isn't that like
To
half a
find the
million
price
per acre?
You just divide the total price by the number of acres. So if we take $7.5 million and divide it by 15 acres, that comes out to $500,000 per acre.
Yeah. I did the math, Erica.
Yep.
Let's do the other one. Let's look at the comps.
Yeah. Giselle and Southern Grits are saying it very rarely
Oh,
snows.
Southern Grits is here. Hold
Yeah.
on, Southern Grits. Okay, so we're looking at comps.
Oh, this is a fancy area.
Well, you remove the houses. Let's just look at the land value first.
Well, but the house in this case is going to have a lot of value as well.
Yeah, I know. But it's also 15 acres. So I want to see how much the land is going for. How much is it? Is that the biggest one you can find? Just do the filter. Erica, why we just have filters? Yeah. So it's 15 acres. So yeah, minimum should be 5 acres. Or let's look at the 10 acre one. It's fine. So how much is that? 30 acres, just land. How much is that price per acre? Hold on. Juniper, how much is this price per acre? 30 acres for 13.5 million.
All right, let's do the maths. If we take $13.5 million and divide it by 30 acres, that works out to $450,000 per acre.
And the property we were looking at is $500,000. Let's look at this comp. This is a very relevant comp. Did it have any improvements on it? Once in a lifetime opportunity. Seems like every listing is saying that.
They had a Frank Lloyd Wright inspired home on it.
Frank Lloyd Wright. Juniper, who is Frank Lloyd Wright?
Oh, you don't know Frank Lloyd Wright?
Frank Lloyd Wright was
Different
a renowned
country,
American
Erica.
architect, famous for his innovative
I've taken you to
designs
some
and
of his
organic
buildings.
architecture.
Yeah.
He's best known for iconic buildings like Falling Water and the Guggenheim Museum in New York City.
Remember we went
Wright's
to the
work
one-
emphasized harmony between human habitation and the natural world.
Tallahassee in Arizona.
Plus, you're also an architect, right? You are,
Yeah.
or you're not?
I cannot call myself an architect.
Okay.
But
So it did have a house.
it
Also,
did-
maybe they use this to comp the other one.
Yeah.
So it is right on the value spectrum
Mm-hmm.
of where it should be. Plus, it's a fancy property, so they, right?
It says 2 houses on property. Huh.
Yeah, I just lost some architecture points. Well, I already was starting with 0, so I'm in the negative now. Okay. All right. So let's do the land score.
All right.
We are doing the land score now. All right. So location, Bangor location,
Yeah.
right on the river.
It is Atlanta
2.5.
on the river.
Yeah. Access,
Yeah.
solid access, 2.5. Natural features, it has views,
River. Yeah.
river. It's a little bit hilly, but the whole area is hilly,
Mm-hmm.
so you cannot dock points. Development potential, it has utility, everything. It does have everything. 2.5.
I mean, realistically, I don't know if you develop it.
Subdivided, yeah. Maybe as Giselle said, you buy this kind of
Yeah.
property. All right, so let's do the drum roll. 10 out of 10.
It is a fancy home.
Fancy.
That is true.
But
he was known
know
for
how real life in a house works.
yeah. His homes were also known for leaking.
Leaking? Mm-hmm. But that's not his responsibility. It might be the engineer. Dude.
It's still the
Juniper,
the architect.
if an architect designs a house and then after the house is constructed, it leaks, is that the architect's fault, or is it the person who developed it is at fault, or is it the engineer who took the architecture plan and put it into place's fault? Whose fault is it?
I mean, the
It can
architect
definitely be a
still-
bit complex. Generally, the responsibility can be shared depending on the situation. The architect is usually accountable for the design and ensuring it's structurally sound and waterproof. The engineer's role is to make sure that the design is feasible and implemented correctly, and the developer or contractor is responsible for the actual construction quality. So if there's a leak, it could be due to a design flaw, a construction
could be.
error, or even issues with materials.
that is true. It could be a
often involves
construction
some
error, but-
investigation to pinpoint the exact cause and who's liable.
but it's also can be poor design.
Interesting. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next segment, Erica. What's the next segment?
All right. So
Do you want to foreshadow the land buying tip of the day, your favorite segment that's coming at the end?
yes, we're going to get to that at the end. We'll have some fun tips
In few minutes.
in just a few minutes. But we should say we're not affiliated with this
We
property at all. We wish. But we're looking at it just for educational purposes.
Critiquing purposes.
Yeah, there's also
Not enough kitchen or bathroom space in a Frank Lloyd wrong house.
that's funny. You want to give an applause?
Oh no, it's a joke. It's funny.
Yeah.
Hold on. So it's not an applause, Erica.
No, it's like, yeah.
He used a lot of materials that weren't commonly accepted or were modern. So they didn't exactly have a lot of time out in the field. Oh, I see.
It was. I mean, he was very
You wanna show a
experimental.
visual?
Yeah, very experimental
Lloyd
for his
and
time.
his
So
houses?
Falling Water is the most famous one.
Oh, that's fancy. So it's essentially, so what's special about this is
It integrates the water.
Juniper, tell us about the Falling Water House by Frank Lloyd Wright. Why is it special?
Absolutely. Falling Water, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935, is one of his most famous masterpieces. What makes it special is that it's built right over a waterfall in the Laurel Highlands of Pennsylvania. The design integrates the house seamlessly with nature using natural materials like stone and wood. The cantilevered terraces extend out over the waterfall, creating this stunning visual effect, and a unique harmony between architecture and landscape is often seen as a symbol of organic architecture and
privately owned
remains
now?
one of the most admired homes in the world.
It's like a museum now.
Was it privately owned? Or is it still privately owned? Or is it a museum now?
Falling Water was originally a private residence for the Kaufman family who commissioned it. After the Kaufman family, it was eventually donated to the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy in 1963. Since then, it's been preserved as a museum and is open to the public for tours. So it's no longer privately owned and is now a historic site and museum.
That's nice of them, right? Mm-hmm. Can't always hate the rich people. Right?
Yeah.
Rich people do nice things. Okay, so this house leaked?
I don't remember if Falling Water did. It may have.
Well, it's leaking in the image.
It does
But
have.
that's cool. Erica, can't you design something like this? Now that it's been done.
Yes.
I mean, with the help
could-
of AI, anyone should be able to design something. It's just
Well, you could. It's definitely much easier to create your own general layout for a home these days with the tools that are available. Getting into like the details of how everything's put together, that would be harder.
that you think
unless
AI
you're-
won't be able to handle it? Huh?
I don't think AI can actually design a house fully yet, but there are programs like Revit that-
Juniper, can AI design a complete house from soup to nuts?
In theory, yes, AI can definitely assist in designing a house from start to finish. It can generate architectural plans, suggest layouts,
heard soup to nuts.
optimize for energy efficiency, and even help with material selection. There are already AI tools that assist architects and engineers in the design process. However, fully autonomous AI design that handles every single detail from concept to construction is still evolving.
I use it
usually
properly,
works
right?
best in collaboration with human architects and builders to ensure creativity, practicality, and
Okay,
safety.
so you're right,
But
they
the
can
technology is
assist, but it
definitely
cannot-
moving in that direction.
Juniper, what does soup to nuts mean?
Soup to nuts is an idiom that means the entire process from beginning to end. It originally comes from traditional four-course meals where you'd start with soup and end with nuts. So it basically signifies
ends with
covering
nuts?
everything.
Yeah, I don't
in
know where that
between.
came from, but
It's often used to describe
apparently at
something
one
that's
point
comprehensive
that's
and
what they
complete.
did.
Wait, why do you end the meal with nuts?
That's a great question.
Like dessert?
Historically, ending a meal with nuts was a way to help cleanse the palate and aid digestion. Nuts are also considered a light, wholesome finish to a meal, and they often provided a bit of a satisfying crunch and a final touch of flavor. Plus, it was a way to signal the end of the dining experience in a pleasant and tasteful manner.
When was this?
The tradition of ending meals with nuts goes way back, and it can be traced to ancient Roman and
Oh.
medieval European dining customs. By the 18th and 19th centuries, it was quite common in Western cultures to conclude a meal with nuts or other light snacks. So it's a practice that evolved over centuries and became quite a refined part of dining etiquette.
So this is before ice cream was, or like dessert was a popular ending experience. This predates that.
Exactly. Desserts as we know them today, like ice cream and cakes, became more popular later on, especially after
Sugar
became
was-
more
In
widely
Rome, you
available and
didn't have
affordable.
sugar.
In earlier
would do,
times,
like,
meals often ended with
fruit
lighter,
with honey,
simpler
but
items like
that
nuts,
would be-
fruits, or even small pastries. So yeah, nuts definitely predate the
That was
more
very
elaborate
healthy.
desserts we're familiar with today.
Right?
Yeah, that's why they
'Cause-
talk about traditional diets as being
Yeah, because
something
they
you
didn't
want
have sugar before.
Yeah, they had honey in, smaller quantities, but so
Juniper
Romans used honey a lot
was nuts eaten with honey or something sugary, or was it like raw nuts?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. When
It could definitely vary. Sometimes nuts were eaten raw or simply roasted, but other times they were paired with sweeteners like honey or even dried fruits. In some cultures, nuts were incorporated into sweet dishes or even mixed with spices and other flavorings. So it definitely wasn't always just plain. There were plenty of sweet and savory combinations.
Wait, so what is Raphael saying?
Yeah, I've had 4-course meals and never knew they ended with nuts.
That's nuts.
That's nuts. Should we start a fancy restaurant? Bring back the nuts?
Well, why don't you design something like Fall in Water, and then we can sell nuts at the end, and then say soup to nuts. Soup, salad, main, dessert, and nuts. Maybe some cheese. Oh, you mean the Roman?
Or the classic European?
So Juniper, when nuts were the final meal, final course of the meal, what were the other courses? Can you tell us a sample course meal like during the Roman times?
Absolutely. In Roman times, meals were often quite elaborate and multi-course. A typical Roman banquet might start with an gustatio, which was an appetizer course that included things like eggs, olives, and seafood.
I'm hungry
then you move
now.
on to the prima mensa, or the main course, which could feature meats like pork, lamb,
the Roman
or
elite
game,
ate well.
often accompanied by vegetables and sauces. There would also be a secunda mensa, the dessert course, which could include fruits, pastries, and
also
sometimes
ate laying down.
sweetened dishes with honey or nuts.
Like
Nuts would often appear at the end, either on their own or mixed into sweet treats. It was all about variety, flavor, and a bit of showmanship.
Did they eat laying down?
They did indeed. In ancient Rome, it was quite common to recline while dining, especially during formal banquets. They would lie on couches, typically leaning on their left side, and eat with their right hand. This reclining position was considered a sign of luxury and relaxation, and it was a way to enjoy a long, leisurely meal with good company.
This
I'd
is
heard-
the whole
pre-internet.
experience.
When they didn't have Wi-Fi.
Another maybe more gross fact, I'd heard that for like the very rich in Rome, when you had a really big meal, it would go for hours and hours and hours, and they'd have a whole room where people could go to vomit so they could keep eating because they were so. But
Okay. That's a twist in the
yeah.
story. But it's interesting that they ate lying down, which seems like they had a lot of time. No Netflix shows to watch. No.
They're talking about the Roman aristocrats. They're
Yeah. I wonder if they were still like they're still around. If they would continue, or they were like, I don't have time for this. I need to do live streams. All right, Erica, this turned into a food critic show. We're from land critic to food critic. All right, upcoming properties. Nothing to do with food.
all right. So yes, we went on a.
About the traditional Roman throwing up during a meal if you want to become not so hungry. Juniper, is it true that there was a tradition in Rome of throwing up if they had too much of the 10-course meal so that they can go back and eat more? Is that true?
Maybe I made it up.
Yes, there is some historical evidence that certain wealthy Romans engaged in practices like that. They had elaborate feasts, and some of the more indulgent diners would indeed induce vomiting so they could continue eating more courses.
I thought it was because
this
it's
practice
just
known as
natural because they ate
vomitorium is somewhat
vomitorium.
mythologized,
They
though.
had-
The term vomitorium actually referred to an architectural feature in amphitheaters, not a room for vomiting. But it's true that some individuals did use such methods to prolong their feasting.
Wait, why did it mention?
It's definitely a
Why did it
fascinating
mention
and somewhat extravagant
vomitorium?
aspect of
'Cause that's
ancient
actually a
Roman
myth,
dining culture.
that there was a
People
specific
thought
room.
that it was
Yeah.
related.
Yeah.
I see. How do you know these things, Erica?
because I took Latin in high school, which was completely useless. But
What do you mean? You're using that knowledge in a live stream and entertaining 2 viewers. It came in handy. All right, let's move on.
now I'm thinking of tasting history with Axe Miller.
With what? Axe Miller? What's Axe Miller?
Is this a show? Maybe
Oh, okay.
should look it up. Should
Okay,
we look
that's that. We should do
We
upcoming
went on
property.
a huge tangent there.
That's a very huge
Yeah.
tangent. yeah.
Okay, so
We lost all
well,
people from Rome.
Yeah. Yeah. So where were we? Okay.
So 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay. All right.
I just taught Bubby that.
All right.
So, yeah, we weren't
Max
with
Miller.
Max Miller. Okay. This is just going way out of hand now. Oh, Zaphael's recommending that.
If you do live streaming vertically, you will get probably a lot more people hitting your live stream. Maybe not the type of people you want. But you will get more throughput. I really hate that YouTube operates that way. Oh, because of the short,
Yeah.
it's compatible with it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's why Gary Vee transitioned to vertical, right? Okay. Well, now we have the production quality of multi-camera. All right, let's keep moving, Erica. I'm going to play the transition music
okay.
to keep you on track.
All right. So we do actually sell vacant land.
So no food? It's not a food
We
show?
do, yeah, it's not a
Someone
food
just
show.
joined in. They were thinking, oh, it's a food show.
A very strange food show. But yes,
Vomitarium.
but yes, we do sell vacant land, and
Yeah,
we're-
you never know what will be used for later on. You learn Latin, maybe, it's coming in handy now.
yeah, that's true.
All right, we're selling
Didn't
properties.
Steve Jobs study calligraphy?
Yeah, it came in handy.
So we do sell vacant land. We are not real estate agents. All the properties that we sell are properties that we own. And we specialize in affordable land. So all our properties are under 100K. Most are under 30K. And because we own the properties, we can offer owner financing on almost all of them. So if you're in the market for vacant land, you can check our properties out at land.gocap.com. We have 98 available right now in North Carolina, Florida, New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, and New York, but we do work throughout the entire US. So if your area of interest is not showing up right now, you can always subscribe to text alerts and sign up for your state of interest. You'll get a text when we post a property in your state, so you're the first to know. And if you're really looking for affordable land, we also have a free land giveaway promotion going on to get the word out about our company. And you can find all the details by going to the YouTube homepage, Gokche Capital, and scrolling down to the free land giveaway promotion video. All right. So,
Why is this showing starting?
oh,
To fix that. For
Yeah.
now, we could just disable
Yeah.
top one.
okay.
All right, so, you want to do
Yeah.
the URLs?
Right. So, again, if you're interested in land, you can look at all of our properties.
We'll be getting to
Yeah.
land tip of the day shortly. Yeah.
Yes. We had some fun facts, but no land
Fun
tip
facts.
yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Unrelated to land.
Yeah. So you can go to land.gocap.com. And if you want to book a call to discuss any of our properties or owner financing, you can go to book.gocap.com
Or Roman food habits.
or Roman food habits. And if you want to hear or watch more live streams,
All right. Let's keep moving. Let's keep
our
moving.
team is telling us we're going too long. So
Okay.
if you want to hear or look at more interesting properties, we are live daily at 5 p.m. We also do free property reviews. So if you'd like us to take a look at a property you're interested in, you can join any day at 5 p.m. Eastern and leave your property in the chat. We also go on random interesting tangents as well. So if you want to hear more.
Okay.
Those.
All right. Land tip of the day. You can transition and then transition back,
Okay.
Erica. All right. Juniper, give us a land tip of the day. Make sure it's advanced, not generic stuff from the internet.
Absolutely. Here's a more advanced land tip for you. When evaluating a property for investment, pay close attention to the surrounding zoning overlays and any potential conservation easements. Sometimes these overlays can significantly impact the property's development potential or future value. For example, a property might be in a floodplain overlay, which can limit certain types of construction or increase insurance costs. Being proactive in understanding these details and working with local planning departments can help you identify hidden opportunities or risks that others might miss. It's all about digging deeper into those local regulations.
Juniper, the property that we looked at today, if how do you correctly do valuations on it? Like if it's a very expensive house, but it's also 15 acres worth of land. So do you price the house separately, or do you price the total package together? What's the correct way of doing comps on a property like that?
Great question. When valuing a property that includes both a significant house and a large parcel of land, it's usually best to break it down into two components. First, you can value the land based on comparable vacant land sales in the area.
That's what we're trying to do,
This
right?
means looking at what
So it was right.
similar sized parcels of land have sold for recently and determining a price per acre. Then you can value the house separately by looking at comps of similar homes in the region that have comparable features, size and condition. Once you have both values, you can add them together to get a total property value. This approach helps ensure that you're accurately accounting for both the improvements on the land and the raw land value itself. It also gives you a clearer picture of how each component contributes to the overall value.
Okay, here's the final question of the day from my side. So if you're trying to sell a piece of house on a large parcel, and the house is special, a lot of money has been put into it. It has, European features, a very fancy house, and very unique. Now, if you inherited this property and you want to dispose it, you want to sell it, but you also don't want to look desperate, how would you sell it? Like, how would you market it? You want to get rid of it as quickly as possible, but you also don't want to devalue it so much that people think that it's not worth as it should be.
That's a great scenario, and it's definitely a balancing act. One effective strategy is to focus on storytelling and highlighting the unique features of the property. You can create a compelling narrative around the European-inspired design, the craftsmanship, and the luxurious details, making it feel exclusive and desirable. You can also leverage high-quality visuals, like professional photography and video tools to showcase the property at its best. Another approach is to target the right audience, perhaps luxury buyers who appreciate unique architecture, or even investors who see value in the property's distinctiveness. You can also consider a pricing strategy that's competitive but not overly discounted.
You want to open
For instance, you can start at a fair market value and include incentives like offering to cover closing costs or providing a home warranty to make the deal more appealing. That way you maintain the property's perceived value while still attracting serious buyers. Ultimately, it's about striking that balance between showcasing the property's uniqueness and making it accessible and appealing to the right buyers.
Juniper, would you be able to look up this MLS property on the MLS, Georgia MLS? The MLS number is 7680937, and it's in Georgia, and it is 7.5 million, and it's 15 acres. Let's see if Juniper is able to. Because we tried this before.
I wasn't able to find specific details about that property with the MLS number 7680937 in Georgia. However, based on what you mentioned, a 15-acre property at 7.5 million, the price per acre comes out to about $500,000. In Georgia, land prices can really vary depending on the location and other factors. to get more detailed information,
Yeah, we know.
is
All
best
right.
to reach out to
Okay.
a
All
local
right.
real estate agent, visit the property if possible, and review comparable sales to see
Okay,
how it
all right.
stacks up.
All right, Jen.
If
Enough.
you have any
Enough, Juniper. All right. All right, Erica. Let's do the CTAs. So we're meeting. So what if someone wants to submit their property to review? What can they do?
Yep, just join us live. We're here every day at 5 p.m. Eastern, and leave your property in the chat. We'll take a look at it. Otherwise, join us to take a look at interesting properties like this one.
Yeah, and if they want to buy owner finance land, affordable,
Yeah.
not 15 million, more like 20K.
Yeah. You can go to land.gocap.com and you can book a call to go over our properties, owner financing, the process, or just talk to our team at book.gocap.com.
All right, see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Good night.
Eastern.